welcome out to another It's All Been Done Radio Hour. We've got a great new Topnotch Tangler for you. But before we begin that, I would like to ask you to please support us at patreon.com/IABD. That is the Patreon for our parent network, It's All Been Done Presents. And there you can get some bonus content, even name a character in It's All Been Done Radio Hour. Or if you're shelling out the real big bucks, we'll fly you out to see a show with us in Columbus. That would be pretty cool. We'd also like to thank It's All Been Done Presents, our parent network, which has podcasts, written work, and more. Check it all out at IABDpresents.com. I'd like to highlight one of our newest programs, Marianne's Macabre Movie Review. In this Every Other Week podcast, Marianne tackles the genre of horror films. She looks at what makes them tick. She compares American remakes with the originals. She talks about tropes and also just reviews the films. She has different friends come on. It's pretty cool, and given that it's October, Halloween month, you probably want to give it a listen. So check that out. Big thanks to MadLab Theater, our home site. Also, we have to thank Circle 270 Media. This podcast is a part of that network, and we greatly appreciate their support. Please follow us on social media at IABD Presents. You can check out our website, itsallbeendoneradiohour.com. Now enjoy this episode of the Topnotch Tangler.
Our second program tonight features that fearless fighter with fantastic features, the Topnotch Tangler. One night, years ago, a brilliant scientist from a rich family found herself in the wrong place at the wrong time, or possibly the right place at the right time, depending on your perspective. Pelted with rays that no one fully understands, Miss Kimberly Benson was transformed into the Topnotch Tangler, a superhero who can save the city.
Oh, you're making me blush.
Along with Kim's ex-boyfriend, Police Commissioner Carl Darling, who doesn't know her secret identity.
What did you say?
And the eager young Lieutenant Adam Carson, who does know who's behind the mask.
Oh boy, do I ever!
This terrific trio keeps Tiptown safe from the terrible townies who terrorize it.
Who's that flying through the sky?
The Topnotch Tangler, ooh, the Topnotch Tangler.
Beating senseless the bad guys.
The Topnotch Tangler, ooh, the Topnotch Tangler.
Prettier than an apple pie.
The Topnotch Tangler, ooh, the Topnotch Tangler.
Here she comes, there she goes, bye-bye.
The Topnotch Tangler, ooh, the Topnotch Tangler.
Hey everybody, I'm on the scene. No need anymore to flee or scream. I'm here for you, so have no fear. I'll knock those villains right on their ear.
She's the best, she's really tops. Untangles evil schemes and ropes and knots. She's the hero of Tiptown's schemes, cleaning up our dirty streets.
They're too much. I'm here for you, so have no fear.
The Topnotch Tangler deserves a cheer.
Hooray!
Who's the bestest gal around?
The Topnotch Tangler, ooh, the Topnotch Tangler.
Keeping safe our own Tiptown.
The Topnotch Tangler, ooh, the Topnotch Tangler.
She'll pound those criminals in the ground.
The Topnotch Tangler, ooh, the Topnotch Tangler.
And turn every kid's frown upside down.
The Topnotch Tangler, ooh, the Topnotch Tangler.
There she goes.
The Topnotch Tangler, ooh, the Topnotch Tangler.
Fighting crime.
The Topnotch Tangler, ooh, the Topnotch Tangler.
I'll do my best to make you proud. Now it's time to disperse the crowd. Thanks everybody, take care and get home safe.
There she goes. Again. The Topnotch Tangler.
Tonight's episode, Deplorable Duet. We begin in a building under construction where a villain has managed to gain the higher hand on our humble hero.
You'll never get away with this, honey. That's the wholesome honey to you, the Topnotch Tangler. Greg, wash her filthy mouth out with soap. She used the F word earlier.
Oh, geez, the Topnotch Tangler. Why do you have to go and say a thing like that?
I never said the F word.
Yes, you did! Oh, feminism.
Well, I'm really sorry about this, the Topnotch Tangler, but if the boss says to wash your mouth out, I gotta do it.
I mean, I guess I understand, Greg, but you'll never get away with this.
That's better. Let's leave her here to think over what she's done. I'm sure a little time with the smell of soap in her nostrils will remind her that her proper place is in the home, cleaning.
Well, we better hurry, boss. I locked her in chains instead of tying her up like usual, but I'm sure she'll get free soon.
All right, you may be a henchman, but you're a man, Greg. So you're probably right. Let's run!
Moments later in City Center Park.
Come on, Harold, keep up.
Sorry, boss. I guess I'm just not as fast as runner as you are.
Greg would have kept up.
I know. I can never live up to your former henchman.
Stop feeling sorry for yourself and come on.
Oh!
Watch where you're going.
Oh, excuse me.
No problem.
Oh, there most certainly is a problem. You look like you're very busy, sir, and I'm a woman. I should not have gotten in the way of a man at work.
Right. Thanks, I'm glad you see it that way.
Of course I do. As a woman, I should be at home, out of your way.
Then why aren't you?
Unfortunately, too many girls in Tiptown don't know their place. And so I'm out here to show them the error of their ways.
I like that. And I like your bazoombas. They're very nice, and I'm guessing bouncy?
Oh, why, thank you. Am I showing enough cleavage today? A good woman always makes sure her goods are out to be oogled, though not enough to be considered a whore.
They're very oogle-worthy, not whorish at all. I'm the Sinister Sexist, by the way.
It's an absolute pleasure to meet you. I am the Wholesome Honey.
Hi, boss.
Greg, what are you doing here?
That's Greg.
Oh, yeah, I'm Greg. I'm a henchman for the Wholesome Honeys here.
And he is doing a fine job of it. It's nice to have a man to help me out and tell me what to do.
A henchman who tells a supervillain what to do? I never.
Oh, me neither. But when she asks for advice, I tries to give it best I can.
Well, I'm glad you can help someone, Greg. When he worked for me, he ran at the first sign of trouble.
Oh, look, I'm really sorry about that, boss, but I just want to do good in prison, you know? I'm not cut out for all this hard life.
A strapping young man like you? I'm sure you can handle it. Although not as easily as this big, burly, masculine Adonis right here.
Me?
Of course she's not talking about you, Harold. She's talking about me. You're talking about me, right?
Yes, I am. You are quite the picture of manly superiority.
Well, thank you. You seem like a lovely woman with a great ass.
Thank you.
And you look like you can cook too, am I right?
Oh, yes. I just love preparing a meal for a man with an appetite.
Well, I have an appetite.
Boss, the Topnotch Tangler is gonna be after us any moment.
Ooh, so is Captain Comptroller. After us, I mean.
Right? We need a place to hide out.
I have a place nearby.
Great.
Yes, very near.
Terrific.
Oh, boss, I think the other boss is suggesting you hide out together.
Is that what you're suggesting, baby?
I am a lady. I would never presume to make the first move on a man.
Right.
Ask her, boss.
What? Oh. Can we hide out with you, Wholesome Honey?
Oh, yes. That would be delightful. Right this way.
A short time later, at the hideout of the Wholesome Honey.
Please, let me take your jackets.
All right. Say, this place looks like a daffodil and a strawberry screwed each other then threw up everywhere.
Why, thank you. Make yourself at home. Put your feet up on the table. I'm going to go prepare some hors d'oeuvres.
Sounds great. Hurry your sweet ass back, will you, and grab me a beer?
I would be happy to. Finally, a real man who knows the proper social order. He reminds me of that excellent President Trump.
So you're the famous Greg, huh?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I don't know I'd say I'm famous or nothing.
Oh, I'd call you famous. You've worked with every supervillain in the city.
Oh, not everyone.
All the greats. The Boogie Knight. Yeah. The Handsy Hooligan. The Caped Caperer.
Yeah, I've been real lucky.
You've been a coward who runs as soon as the Topnotch Tangler shows up and just goes to work for someone else. You make me sick, Greg.
Oh, well, gee, sorry, boss. I sure don't try to make you sick.
Then grow a spine. Stick with someone for once.
Ooh, I'll stick with you, boss.
Oh, I know you will, Harold. I've never seen a bigger sycophant.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I didn't catch your names.
It's Harold.
Oh, a pleasure to meet you, Harold.
You too. You're a lot nicer than I thought you'd be. I've always been kind of intimidated.
Stop your yapping. You sound like a couple of teenage girls.
Oh,
sorry, boss.
Here we go. A nice cold beer in a frosted glass and a bowl of beer nuts.
A man could get used to this.
I hope so. What else can I get you?
How about a steak? Rare?
I'm warming up the grill right now. I knew you'd be a carnivore.
Oh yeah, baby. I'd love to eat a nice hunk out of you.
Well, I cannot believe how fortunate I was to run into you. Oh, Greg's fine, but it's nice to see a man act like a man should.
Oh yeah, baby, that's all me. Real man, cars, sports, and fart jokes.
Boss? Why are you acting like this?
Like what? This is how I act.
I don't mean to contradict you, boss, but Harold's right. You're not quite yourself, almost like you're putting on a show.
Did anyone ask you, Greg?
No.
Why do you henchmen make yourselves useful and keep watch for annoying heroes outside?
Right away, boss.
Oh, yes, boss.
Oh, alone at last.
Oh yeah, so you gonna come sit on my lap or what?
Oh, how forward.
That's me, all right, all revved up. Vroom, vroom.
How sexy.
Yep, they call me the sexy sexist.
I thought you were called the Sinister Sexist.
Yeah, but the ladies call me sexy.
I can see why. I like a strong, decisive man. Tell me, sexy, are you strong and decisive?
The strongest and the decisivest.
Oh, and you want little old me?
I want the whole of you, then a lot more, Wholesome honey.
Where have you been all my life?
Why are you asking so many questions, woman, when my beer's empty?
Allow me. I have an entire refrigerator full.
Good.
Hold it right there, Wholesome honey.
And you, freeze, Sinister Sexist.
Crap.
Sorry, boss. I tried to warn you, but they caught me.
And not Greg, I see.
No, he ran as soon as he saw him coming.
Of course he did. Of course he did. I guess I'm not the only one who's consistent.
I'm consistent at defeating the two of you. You're under arrest.
What she said.
Get out of my home right this instant. Can't you see we're in the middle of something here?
What?
It's Valentine's Day, and I have a date. If you must fight me, you're going to have to do it another time.
I totally forgot it was Valentine's Day.
Oh, of course you did, you man, you.
I know it's Valentine's Day, and I'd love to be out on a date too, but instead, I have to save the city from the sinister savages who sack it.
I thought you dumped your boyfriend.
I did. Can we talk about that later?
Yeah, sorry.
We're not coming quietly, the Topnotch Tangler. Get behind me, Wholesome honey. I'll protect you.
My hero.
Topnotch Tangler, do you want to get behind me or, let me defend your honor or...
Seriously?
Well,
Really?
I thought it'd be chivalrous, but I guess not.
Maybe if it was 1950.
The best decade. The country was controlled by straight white men with emotional detachment. While women always wore a dress and a smile. Thank God we're finally making America great again.
Oh, I'm gonna kill her. Hold me back. Hold me back.
Back! All right, not if I can help it. Can we fight now?
With pleasure.
Harold, don't try to go anywhere.
Yes, sir, Captain Comptroller.
All right, let's do this. Pow!
Block.
Slug.
Don't touch my man. Slap.
Deflect!
Kick.
Judo chop.
Smack.
Shove!
Blammo.
Flick.
Ouch.
Punch!
Bitch slap.
Not today.
Hair pull.
Oof.
Knee. Jinx.
There's no jinx in combat.
Kick! Block!
Blam.
Jab!
Left hook.
Right hook.
Flap!
Put your tongue back in your mouth, Carson. Let's help them.
Well,
Stop!
thank you for the assist, Commissioner Darling.
Carson, call on her back up from outside and get these baddies behind bars where they belong.
Commissioner. You first, Wholesome honey.
I'll wait for you.
Me too!
What?
I mean, yeah, you will.
That's better.
Well, now that that's settled, funny we should run into one another on Valentine's Day, the Topnotch Tangler. Kismet, really.
Oh, oh yeah, why is that?
Because there's something I wanted to ask you.
Well, what is it?
Well, we work together so well, and I know I'm just an average Joe, or Keith, or Carl, or whatever, but I was wondering, would you like to have dinner with me?
What?
Just a silly idea, I suppose. Thinking a superhero could ever be interested in a guy like me.
Oh, darling, Commissioner, it's not that. I have a boyfriend. Yep, sorry, I'm taken.
You do? Oh!
Captain Comptroller!
What? Yes, we are in love.
Totally in love.
Head over heels, a deep, passionate yearning. She is my lady, my baby's mama.
Don't get carried away, sweetie.
Right, sorry.
And that's where we'll leave it for tonight, folks. Star-crossed lovers and star-crossed exes. Come back next time for another soapy installment of the Topnotch Tangler.
It's All Been Done Radio Hour number 92, the Topnotch Tangler number 10, Deplorable Duet. Starred Samantha Stark as Kimberly Benson, aka the Topnotch Tangler, Keith Jackson as Commissioner Carl Darling, Joe Morales as Lieutenant Adam Carson, Chase McCants as Captain Comptroller, Nick Arganbright as Greg, Dallas Ray as the Sinister Sexist, Wendy Parks as the Wholesome Honey, and R.J. Van Sickle as Harold. As always, the show is narrated by Chris Allen, sound effects provided by Seamus Talty. This episode was directed by Chase McCants and written by Jerome Wetzel. Please check out our website, it's allbeendoneradiohour.com. And again, I can't emphasize enough, we'd really appreciate it if you went to patreon.com and supported us, patreon.com/IABD. Also, I haven't mentioned this on the podcast in a while, but we have an email list. If you go to allbeendoneradiohour.com, you can sign up right at the top of the main page for email list, and every week you'll get a little behind-the-scenes story about this episode of the podcast, a little insight into what went into making this episode. If you go to IBDpresents.com, they also have their own mailing list you can sign up for at the bottom of the page, and that'll make sure you don't miss any great content from that network. Now enjoy your week.
Better hurry, boss. I locked her in chains instead of tying her up, but I'm sure she'll get free soon.
All right. You may be a henchman, but you're a man, Greg, so you're probably right. Let's run.
Wow!
Oh, God, I can't even.
Moments later.
I like that. And I like your bazoombas. They're very nice, and I'm guessing bouncy.
Can you say that more questionably?